Greetings, Twin Flame Lover. Hello, I have a juicy astrology report for you. You may know that we have an upcoming new moon in 22 degrees Gemini on June 13th, this Wednesday at 12:43 p.m. PST. But what you might not know is that this lunation is an opportunity to reveal our subconscious, sexy shadow selves. So in this video, I'm going to help you learn a little bit about the new moon astrology for this upcoming new moon on Wednesday, 2018. I'm going to also share the general themes for twin flames, as Gemini is the sign of the twin. So get ready for some twin flame excitement, as well as I'll be covering some hot topics related to sacred sexuality as this month's new moon themes around sexual energy, including this conjunct with Black Moon Lilith, which is associated with our shadow sides, what's buried beneath the subconscious realms of our psyche, such as possible hidden sexual fantasies and secret fetishes. So if you are tired of being a good girl in bed or in your relationship or in your blissness and you want to set your sexy self free, the supermoon, this is your time. This is a powerful new moon because it's a supermoon. That means it's going to be perhaps a bit intense. So if you're someone who has been hiding parts of yourself, anything like your sexuality, what you really want in life, what you want in your relationships, like some people, they're programmed to be a certain way and they think that that's who they should be. Like some people think they need to be monogamous, even though they're by nature polyamorous. Some people want to be very sexually playful and experiment and try out different fantasies, but they won't go there because there's so much shame in the 3D. Even though their 5D self is like, yes, explore, activate, play, bring in tantric frequencies. That shame can sometimes blanket them from really being able to reveal all of who they are. So whatever it is that you want, whether you want to dominate your beloved in bed with whips and chains or be fed whipped cream and strawberries by your lover and his beautiful body, this is the time to set yourself free. And the lunar shift this week might be a little complicated because the divine feminine and divine masculine energies are aligning with us, but they're also going to battle within us. If you haven't noticed, the divine feminine is rising. Millions of females out there are getting empowered. They're rocking their blissnesses. They're launching. They're leaving the man in their corporate jobs. There's thousands of women that I'm noticing that weren't there a year ago, who are hippies hitting 6 figures, who are, going viral on social media. And, there's this movement of women's empowerment. And so many men are doing the same thing, really embracing the divine feminine, creative energy in their life and work. And the divine masculine is getting really grounded around the feminine. But there is a deep spiritual and intellectual argument going on, and it's happening. It's going to reveal a lot this month. This new moon is going to reveal a lot. New moons are generally a very feminine time, and I'm going to talk a little bit about this divine feminine, divine masculine clash, but I want to talk about new moons being a very feminine time, what they're for. It's here a time for all of us to plant new seeds, but especially for women to gather. We've done this in ancient times. That's what we do at Aphrodite University. If you don't know, you are invited this Wednesday every month at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. We create a safe and sacred space for women to create their new moon intentions, mastermind, share their stories in sisterhood, and to really set the energy for the new moon. And there's some really powerful exercises we're going to be doing to activate a very gentle and slow, because we want to be careful with the Kundalini, but we're going to be activating the twin flame Kundalini. And so if you haven't registered yet, this event is totally free, and we're going to explore our sexy edges a little bit deeper. So you don't want to miss it. AphroditeUniversity.org/new moon, and I will put the link in the description box. So AphroditeUniversity.org/new-moon. So I wanted to make sure you know you're invited and you can register for this amazing free event. But I wanted to talk about how Gemini is a masculine sign. It corresponds with communication in all of its forms, such as electronic communications, being able to speak and teach, being able to communicate with your lover, even telepathic communication, body language. Gemini is also the sign of the twins, like I said, which the twins really do symbolize polarity, adaptability to duality, and having the split between the subconscious and conscious mind. What's really amazing is to know that 95% of our thoughts reside in the subconscious mind, and yet we think that we're thinking from our conscious mind. So many twin flames struggle to reunite and sustain their twin flame union because there's a gap between their consciousness and their subconsciousness, and they get stuck in these twin flame runner games, runner chaser cycles, twin flame obsession, because they think their conscious mind thinks they know who their twin flame is, and their subconscious mind is like, no, it's not that person. Go this way, or actually align with yourself and find that. So that's why the trainings that I do are to help identify and bust these subconscious limiting beliefs, these love blocks, these disconnects. And a lot of times, women are holding these blocks from lifetimes of abuse and torture, or just being suppressed. And sometimes it takes an actual psychic or intuitive or a really powerful coach to coach around these almost like these diamonds, or these pockets of coal to like crack them into diamonds. Because we do whatever we can to keep our subconscious mind kind of, we want to keep it away because there's a lot of pain there, and there's a lot of entanglements, a lot of mistruths, so we don't want to look at it. So sometimes having an intuitive to look at your energy field and really talk you to the process is powerful. But the other thing I wanted to share is Gemini this month, the new moon is very unusual. It will be making a square with the feminine planet Neptune. So there's usually, this masculine energy of Gemini, clear communications, an opportunity to communicate in a really powerful way. You could launch your business and like be shouting to the world. It'd be a great time. But actually, we are dealing with the square of the feminine planet Neptune, who is mysterious, foggy. Lady Neptune could haze the masculine aspect of Gemini and put us into a murky state with our communications. We might set like unhealthy boundaries. We may have, things that we tell our lover and we go, oh shit, what was I saying? Or there's just like total miscommunication. So we have, luckily, Mr. Mercury is going to counterbalance that. So we've got like feminine, masculine. So we have the fogginess of Neptune within the masculinity of Gemini, which is actually in a feminine new moon. So we have feminine new moon, foggy Neptune, and then the masculine Mercury. So it's just, and masculine Gemini, it's like totally balancing. I didn't say that quite clearly because the fogginess of Neptune is getting in my brain. But basically, we've got a lot of balance and polarity of feminine and masculine energy. So Mercury has the sharpest intellect in the cosmos. But because Lady Neptune's influence is so present at this new moon in Gemini, we might actually feel like ungrounded, and our masculine might be all foggy. But this is wonderful. A lot of astrologers are saying, like, get prepared. The way that I see it is actually this is an initiation into merging our feminine and our masculine in a new way. So can we speak from our fifth chakra? Can we communicate? Gemini is really about communication. And can we have our intellectual, our powerful masculine, can we merge this with the feminine Neptune, creative, flowy, ungrounded, sort of nebulous, mysterious self? Can we really ground the mystery school teachings in a very solid and powerful way? So it's a great time to attempt to balance our feminine and masculine. It's a great time for men and women alike to benefit from doing grounding practices, and by moving forward in our soul purpose work, in our blissnesses, and in our self-care and personal development. So if your number one goal is to meet your twin flame this year, then prioritize that. If your number one goal is to create a successful, sustainable, six-figure blissness, then find out what you need to do that and focus on that as your one big thing. So my biggest tip is to do one big thing every day that leads up to the one big thing you need to accomplish this month. And that month, that one big thing is going to lead up to your whatever goal you have. So that's exactly what my program at Aphrodite University does in the BA program. It's called the Bachelorette's Degree. It's a program designed to help single spiritual women go through a whole solar cycle. And each month there's a very grounded intention and result that builds up to the next month. So just get really clear on who you want to manifest or what you want to create a year out from now, and then work backwards. So we're going to play with this at the new moon ceremony. We're going to get really open. We're going to awaken our twin flame kundalini. We're going to be sipping raw cacao. So I'm really excited to create this magical feminine masculine balance month together at the Sister Circle. So speaking your one big thing, if you are with your twin flame and sharing what you want to create a year out from now, that would be a really powerful, fun work assignment. So if you want to get that written down of the one thing that you wish to create a year out from now, and then share that on the new moon ceremony, I would love to hear from you. So that could be a great homework assignment. So write that down before Wednesday. What is the one thing I'm here to create in the next solar return? So, okay, there might be a little confrontation happening with your lover, with your friends, and that's because Mercury is in Cancer during the lunation, which is also a feminine energy, and it's making a square to Chiron, the wounded healer. So that's where this murky, like, argument drama might be coming from. I've been having these really intense, weird dreams, and now I understand with the lunar astrology what's happening. But things could be a little bit uncomfortable. And this is a powerful, powerful time. So I want to talk about the sacred sexuality piece. So because this new moon will be conjunct, like I said, Black Moon Lilith, which is associated with our shadow self and what's buried deep in our subconscious realm of our psyche, such as possible hidden sexual fantasies, sexual tendencies, and fetishes. Oh my. So find out what sign Black Moon Lilith you have in your chart. It can help you understand the dark side of your personality. You can Google Black Moon Lilith and you can get your chart read. And this is really a powerful time, a positive time. We are so free on this earth. You're not going to get lynched or go to jail or get hung or get burnt at the stake for being in your sexual essence, in your sexual power. We have these fears so deep within us that we've forgotten our sexual sovereignty. And the new moon in Gemini, while it might feel intense because it's conjunct with Pluto, a planet that goes so deep beneath the surface, this is also a time to be free, to let it come out to the light, because truly anything that's brought to the light, any fear or shame or uncomfortable sides of ourselves, it turns to light, because darkness cannot exist in the light. Under this new moon in Gemini and final closing, we have an opportunity to become more aware of our subconscious minds, to embrace the beauty that's been there. We can remove the blockages from our subconscious minds, bringing it to out into the surface, into our conscious mind, so we can deal with it, so we can accept it, we can move forward, love it, and find a partner and a life and a blissness that reflects that. So this has been my challenge, is really stepping into my sexual power. And I'm really excited to hear what your challenge has been in your sacred sexuality or in your business and revealing who you are. So I'm going to end this video with an invitation to hang out tomorrow at 12 o'clock, actually 11 a.m. PST. And I will be sharing how to shed sexual shadow and shame and shine it to the light to transform it into your source of twin flame magnetism, manifestation, and sexual power. So I will see you there. Thanks so much for joining me, and make sure you've registered for the new moon, which we're doing on Wednesday at 5. Namaste. Namaste. Bye for now.